The MLB rookie class has been amazing. So we're going to name 10 rookies that have already debuted that we think will be stars in Major League Baseball. This class is phenomenal. Can't wait to talk about it. Before we do, make sure you're subscribed to the Windup on YouTube. We're almost at 20K subscribers. Click that sub button. Big shout out to all our members who get access early. And hey, if you're a podcast person, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. Check us out. Link in the description. James, I think the only place we can start is with the new call-up of the Pittsburgh Pirates making his debut tomorrow, Konnor Griffin.
Yeah, big reason we wanted to even push a video like this out is because we got that news that Griffin was coming up, it's such a good coincidence for the Pirates that they happened to think Griffin was ready the day before their home opener. You just can't even believe that after he struggled so much in spring training. But this is like the freak of all freaks. Like Konnor Griffin to me is one of the most hotly anticipated Major League Baseball player position debuts since Vladdy.
It's up there. I mean,
besides the one guy who we can't talk about anymore.
Yeah, we can't talk about him. He was probably one of the highest ones. But Konnor Griffin is a five-tool player. He could play shortstop is where he's going to play. He could play center field probably better than O'Neal Cruz right now. It's not saying much, but
he could play shooting guard too. Someone needed that. You want to give that the sixth tool? You want wide receiver? That's the seventh tool.
He's fast. He's strong. He hits for power. He hits for average. He has good plate discipline. There's not really a hole in his game. And that being said, there's crazy, crazy high expectations put on him right now for a guy who probably will have some up and downs in his rookie season, maybe even year two. But I do think that by the time that we see year 3, year 4, year 5 of Konnor Griffin, you're probably looking at a guy who could legitimately be a top 10 player in baseball.
I mean, I think right now, full-on potential-wise is hard to see a hole, but I think right now there will be some holes, and that will be swing and miss. Like in spring training, I think one of the reasons he didn't make the club is that he did have nearly a 30% strikeout rate, and right now I'm trying to get a swing strike rate. Oh, from that 1 week of AAA, swing strike rate was only 8%. So again, maybe he has, maybe he got better that much quicker. Like that was the big thing with Griffin last year too, is like he improved so much so fast. Like the Pirates, give him credit here for player development. They very much changed his swing. They gave him a shorter load, made him quicker to the ball, tried to give him a simpler path because he's such a athletic freak anyway. That helped him get the more contact because he already had the raw power. And that's how he went ape last year in the minors.
Yeah, there's just a good chance he's the best hitter on the Pirates, like tomorrow. Like there's a very good chance.
I mean, even if he's not the best hitter in the Pirates tomorrow, there's a really good chance by the end of the season he has like 22 home runs and like 40 stolen bases. Like
and plays shortstop capably.
Probably better than capably, probably quite good. Like this reminds me a little bit also of Bobby Witt's debut, where his rookie season, if you look back, it really wasn't great. He only had a 250 average. His on base percentage was under 300. But then he actually didn't play good defense. The game was real fast for Bobby Witt that rookie year. But then you looked up, you were like, wow, he had 20 home runs and 30 stolen bases. You're like, when did he do that? And I think that could be what happens with Griffin, even if it's not like super duper star right off the bat.
Yeah, I see more power from Griffin, where Bobby Witt Jr. is just like superhuman athlete. Konnor Griffin is as well, but I see more power from him, where Bobby Witt Jr. might be like defensively. I don't know if Konnor Griffin will ever come close to Bobby Witt Jr.
I'm telling you guys, get ready for this right now. I put it in my YouTube video that came out in February about the top 10 rookies who would debut this season. You're going to get the viral video of Konnor Griffin dunking and then making a sick catch over the middle when he was in high school as a wide receiver. Like, we're going to get both of those going viral this summer. So just, you heard it here maybe I'll be the one who tries to make those go viral. But he's just like, you're going to watch him play baseball. And it's going to be like, whoa.
Yeah, he's gonna be must-watch baseball.
It's a freak of all freaks. He just turned 20.
He's so ridiculously good. I'm so excited. I'm so glad I got him in Dynasty Fantasy Baseball for Zach Gallen and Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, it's a disgustingly good trade.
All right, next guy, James. This is your boy right here, Kevin McGonigle.
I love this guy. I'm obsessed with this dude. I mean, to go through the first week of baseball like Kevin McGonigle just went through, he is one of the youngest players, not anymore now because Konnor Griffin's coming up, but he's still one of the youngest players in Major League Baseball. And dude's carrying himself like a 10-year vet. Like, you can't really get anything by him. Like, he's just nonstop good baseball plays. Like the Tigers had a game that I watched a lot of. It was Gallen versus Skubal on Wednesday, right the day before we recorded this. And like McGonigle had a triple. He had a leadoff single in the 9th inning. Like the day where they got shut out, like he was just hard hit ball after hard hit ball, trying to find a way. Like he's already been moved up to second in the order. He plays shortstop some days when Framber Valdez is pitching. Like they trust him the most defensively. They trust him more than anybody else offensively. Like the sky's the limit for McGonigle.
Yeah, the numbers are pretty ridiculous through his first 25 plate appearances, 8 home runs, 985 OPS, on base 45% of the time. And while he hasn't put up crazy max X velos yet, again, insanely small sample, the barrel rate is unbelievably high. Like, he might not have the eye-popping barrel X velo numbers that Konnor Griffin will have, but he might barrel up the baseball just as much as the top hitters in baseball in terms of just the quality of contact is so ridiculously good, and he's such a good athlete, and he has such good plate discipline. There's not really, again, a kind of a hole in Kevin McGonigle's game at all.
No, the relative hole that was supposed to be there was that there were just questions about his raw power. And I understand that when you look at Kevin McGonigle because he's built more like Kevin McGonigle kind of looks like a Division II fullback.
Yeah, or like
or it's maybe a Division I
Woodhead.
corner. Yeah, Danny Woodhead. Like even for Danny Woodhead, I'd love to see those guys have a conversation. But like it just doesn't look like he'd have crazy raw power. And then we got some exposure to him in the Arizona Fall League where we had StatCast data, and he only popped at 71-ish mile per hour average bat speed, which will hint at average raw power. A week of Major League Baseball, 73.5 mile per hour average bat speed. It's one of the highest in the league. It's up there with like Harper. So it's like the raw power's there. The bat control's insane. The hit tool's insane. The defense is good. He's also one of the fastest guys in the league. He's 30 feet per second sprint speed, which is like 90th percentile. Like I don't like to say this that much about players this young, but like I don't really see a hole whatsoever in Kevin McGonigle.
No, the stuff looks so good. His game looks so good. And again, a big reason why me and you have been both so high on the Tigers was we expected Kevin McGonigle to be good. This is a different level of good that we're seeing.
This is like if I was a Tigers fan, I would have goosebumps watching Kevin McGonigle. Like that's how good this is. We also last year when he was in the Arizona Fall League, there were reports from people who tracked it there that he had a 118 mile per hour foul ball.
That would be sick.
118. And his max that's been recorded is 112. So the fact is that big of a difference. We probably have to take that 118 with a grain of salt. But like this is, again, he also last year got kind of destroyed for him. Was that 2 years ago? He had the bad ankle injury and he lost a lot of time when he was in the minors.
Tell you.
One of the two of them. But like he's still young. He was a high school draft pick in 2023. He's a year older than Konnor Griffin. He's doing this and he's been this successful
21.
already.
Yeah.
21 years old. He's gonna change that whole team.
Who you want to talk about next, James?
Next up, let's do JJ Weatherholt.
This is a different kind of star conversation here because I don't think J.J. Weatherholt is going to put up the offensive numbers that we'll see from McGonigle and Konnor Griffin. But I do think in terms of like just well-rounded, talking about like a war player, I think J.J. Weatherholt's going to be right there. It seems like he's going to play really good defense at second base, already has. He's a pretty good athlete, similarly to these guys, doesn't swing and miss a ton, has good plate discipline, hits the ball all over the place. You're probably not going to see 20, 25 home runs really ever from J.J. Weatherholt. I would be pretty surprised. But it's going to be a high average, high on base guy, good baseball player around the field.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a comp for Weatherholt, honestly. Like
Bryce Terang, I feel like you'd be like pretty happy with.
No, but when Bryce Terang came in the league, these were not similar skill sets. Like Bryce Terang was a speedster. Yes, like not Bryce Terang. He's a comp as Bryce Terang now. Bryce Terang now is all-star. Bryce Terang's going to be an all-star. But
that's what I'm saying.
Like Weatherholt, if he played for almost any other organization in baseball, like he'd be a shortstop. He'd be a damn good defensive shortstop. It's just the fact that honestly, again, thoughts to Mason Wynn because apparently he had a pretty bad car accident on Wednesday night.
Oh my
God.
God.
See this?
No.
You see this? After the game, after he got the walk-off hit against the Mets.
Oh my
he
God.
apparently was in like a semi-serious car accident. He's fine, thank God. But like,
Good.
so it's actually like maybe Weatherholt now can show off what he can do at shortstop. But if he stays at second base, I think he'll be one of the 3 best second base defenders in the league. Like you said, similarly, bat control. When he hit that home run on opening day on a pitch that was like 4 inches off the plate, and he got the bat head on it to go 420 to center field, it's like, damn. And he's at 72.5 mile per hour average bat speed. Like he's just going to, it's going to be 20-20 in like some of the best defense in the league. Maybe Semien. Is Semien the comp? Lefty Semien?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Because Semien was a slow build to where he got.
He was, but I'm saying when Semien was at the peak of his Semien powers,
Okay.
I actually see similar.
I can see that.
They're kind of similar size. Semien's a little bigger. Especially Weatherhold's only like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, he's
Semien's
similar
not
size
huge
to
either.
McGonigle.
Is he really?
Yeah, McGonigle's I think listed 5'10". I think Weatherholt is also like 5'9", 5'10".
I saw McGonigle. I don't think that dude's 5'10".
Well,
but
McGonigle's much stockier.
yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, Semien is like 6 feet tall, 200. So that's a little bit of a difference. But I do see that same, not gaudy tools. And also, Semien pulled all the fly balls. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good comp. Maybe just like a war comp. Like Weatherholt's amazing. I just don't think we see. Like some of these other, like I think McGonigle might have a season where he hits like 320 with like 35 homers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I think Weatherholt's going to just absolutely chip away 4 or 5 win seasons forever.
Cardinals fans are going to love him. They're going to hang his jersey from the rafters.
I mean, I'd be ready to get that up there like preeminently.
He's just, and talk about a Cardinals player, feels perfect.
Yeah, right? Wow, Taj Bradley threw another really good start.
Taj Bradley's nice.
Well,
Maybe he
step for
appears in
step
another
with
video of
Cole
ours.
Akins. Yeah, maybe.
All right, let's talk about another rookie, James. This is another one of your guys here. Sal Stewart. Man, does he hit the ball hard.
Dude, I've been telling you about this guy for like a year
You
because
have.
when he was in the upper minors last year, I looked at his batted ball data. I was like, why are we not talking about this guy? Like, this is a 21-year-old with like ridiculous batted ball quality, great bat speed, huge exit velocities, pulling his fly balls. For some reason, he wasn't being lauded as one of these top prospects. Light went out for a few minutes for a second here. But all he did was mash in the minors. All he did last year in a short period of time was mash in the majors. And he started this year as like the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah, he's put up a great barrel rate thus far. You mentioned about hitting the ball hard. Last year had 113, I think, or 112.6. That's up there with like elite exit velo type stuff. Every time he makes contact with the ball, it's really good. He will be more of a free swinger than probably most of these other guys. And I don't know if he'll ever walk as much as some of these other guys either. But in terms of bat to ball, quality of contact, when he puts the bat on ball, it's so good. It's really, really loud contact. And in that ballpark specifically in Cincinnati, he is going to put up some gaudy offensive numbers.
He's another dude where, like, for some reason, a lot of these rookies we're talking about, besides, like, Konnor Griffin, who was, like, he was built in a lab to be the greatest athlete of all time, whatever sport he felt like being a part of. It's like, these are all not usually what top prospects look like. Like, Sal Stewart's, like, a scruffy, stocky, like, dude. And he doesn't really have...
mustache.
Yeah, and he got the frizzy hair, but he also doesn't have a defensive home, and I think that did hurt him a good bit in terms of, like, with prospect prognosticators. But, like, seeing the fact that this year, and I love this from Sal Stewart, the approach is I'm going to hit the ball. Like, Sal Stewart's had 2 deep home runs to the pull side. He's put a few to straightaway center. He has an opposite field one as well. Like, even just saying this guy's 5 home runs already this season is like, damn. Or 2.
No,
2.
That was
Not
last
his
year.
career. That's his career. That was last year. But I don't know. I see the batted ball quality. I really don't see anything really being able to go wrong for him. Like, he's got couple 114s, 112 exit velocities. He attacks in the zone a lot. He chases a bit, but not as much I think could ever kill him. He's stolen some bases in the minors too, and his strikeout rates are very low coming through the minor leagues. Like, it's just, especially like you said in that ballpark, I don't know what the problem's going to be.
Yeah, like his numbers are just so ridiculously good this year. And I'm excited to see what he can do because we always joke about with the Reds that besides like Ellie, everybody's kind of in the same ballpark of the kind of offensive ceiling and floor that they have. Sal Stewart is not there. He is high ceiling offensively.
Do you kind of feel that, like, now as we're like almost in the middle of this list, just like wide scope a little bit, 6 years ago now, I always remember the conversation that we had with Alex in our old department about shrinking the minor leagues, like getting rid of half the minor league teams. But now we're like deep into this system where it's been happening for years and years, and teams have been able to really focus so much of their player development, time, energy, money, assets, like into the much fewer crop of prospects who they know are just more high value prospects, and you have more time individually with these guys. You can build better individualized plans for these guys. Like, I don't know if we're just having a special rookie class right now or if player development has just gone nuclear recently.
I think player development's gone nuclear. I think that there have been these kind of players, but because there were so many basically mouths to feed in terms of time that you had to dedicate to development, it got a little bit muddy. And so really only the top rose to the top. Like, only those guys really stood out, where now you can kind of wait on some guys. You can let them develop. You can find them the right path, make those changes, and then once they're ready, these guys, more so than we've seen the last few years, though, feel MLB ready right now. And that's something that I don't think we've seen a lot recently.
Even guys that we talked about, like Weatherholt, was 100% MLB ready last year, but the Cardinals had no incentive to bring him up because they were like, we don't want to burn his rookie eligibility, and this team's terrible. And we're kind of full at the positions that he's good at when they still have Brendan Donovan and Nolan Arenado. So it's like these guys, even the guys we've mentioned who got here quick, could have been here quicker.
Yeah, I mean, Sal Stewart last year, Konnor Griffin could have been here opening day. We know that.
100%, 6 days ago. Missed the boat on that one. And then another guy, too, is like, he's taking a little bit longer. Move on here. Chase DeLauter. Yeah. Not at all been about talent. It's only been about durability. Like, the most games he's played in a full season since college is 57.
Literally. And
literally 57.
He made his major league debut last year in the postseason because the Guardians were like, we need some offense if we have any chance. Chase DeLauter is one of their best offensive players. Obviously, you have J-Ram, but in terms of power output, ceiling type stuff, Chase DeLauter was a guy that everybody loved in the draft. But again, like you mentioned, the injury thing was so scary because he just has never played even a COVID season worth of baseball games in his entire life.
No. And again, nothing about his prospect stats or heading into the year was anything about the skill, because last year, again, in a very small sample of AAA, because the guy can't stay on the field. I'm saying he's a 110 mile an hour max exit velocity, over 12% barrel rate, hard hit rate over 50%, very low K rate, almost the same amount of walks. Never chased, was very passive, which a lot of more advanced hitters can do in the minor leagues. And DeLauter's 24 already, so he was pretty advanced, but just kind of being able to wait for his pitch, and know he wasn't going to swing and miss and punish every mistake. And now the fact that he's in the league, and right away the Guardians instilled a lot of confidence in him. Like, you're gonna hit second in between Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez, like that for them. That's an incredibly important spot in their lineup because those are the only two other. A couple other guys been hitting for that team this year, but that's a very important spot for them to actually generate any kind of runs. And seeing him be able to be the guy in the middle to do that. Hopefully that foul ball of his leg didn't actually do anything bad, but like,
Please.
you have great power, strong eye, legit hit tool. Like, it's really all here for DeLauter to be a 30 homer dude. I don't have any qualms about that.
Yeah, he's been a little probably over anxious right now, but I think anytime you hit 4 home runs in like the first 6 games of your career, I'm going to be taking daddy hacks too every single time and going up there looking to hit another home run. But all the stuff that made you excited about him at James Madison coming out of the draft, the bat to ball, the quality of bat to ball, it's all still there. And in Cleveland, especially now since they made that alteration to the stadium, I think last year or the prior year,
The wind tunnel?
the wind tunnel, the lefties are going to eat. And this is a left-handed hitter who will pull the baseball in the air. He has a chance to be like a 30 home run guy this year.
No, it's a legit fun skill set. Again, those 4 home runs they hit that weekend in Seattle, 3 of them came off of George Kirby, Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz.
Yeah, pretty good pitchers.
Really, really good pitchers. And like he's hit some long ones too. Like he's super fun.
You guys will notice we have no pitchers on this list. We have a pitcher video coming out later this weekend, so you'll see that about pitchers that we think will be next aces. To keep it moving on here, though, with hitters, another big power guy. You heard about him all offseason. James was right about the team and the money. Munetaka Murakami. The power is legit.
I love this dude. It's just fun to watch him because it's one of, I say this in the channel all the time. It's like one of the most unique skill sets we've ever seen in baseball, where it's like one of the best eyes in the league, which was sneaky. That was a sneaky talent. Some of the best raw power and some of the worst swing and miss. And we've seen all of that so far.
Yeah, right now he's running a 36% K rate, a 40% whiff rate, which is basically the worst in the league. He's also walked 16% of the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't chase. The bat speed's great, and when he makes contact with the ball, again, it is loud. The quality of contact is very, very good.
If you break out his swing decisions from the MPB last year, and shout out my guy Yaku Cosmopolitan and Lance Brozdowski for helping me, and I wrote a piece about Murakami last year for Roto World that was spurned by a viral tweet that, we don't have to talk about what happened there, but
might be the reason he's on the White Sox.
Possibly, yeah. No way those teams. Honestly, the White Sox are the one team that could maybe have been influenced by that, but swings in the zone last year in the MPB, Murakami 74%. Swinging pitches out of the zone, 24.5%. Last year, Corey Seager, who's known for having the best swing decisions probably in all of Major League Baseball, so good the stat was named after him. 75% swinging at pitches in the zone, 23.5% outside the zone. Incredibly similar, elite plate discipline, and when he puts the bat in the ball, it's going 450 feet.
Yeah, I don't know if he hits above 210 this year. I think there's a real
good
chance. Yeah, I don't care because he probably hits 40 home runs if he's healthy.
He could probably hit 34 home runs if he's healthy, 215 batting average, 310 on base percentage.
He might do the Carlos Pena thing. You remember when Carlos Pena with the Rays hit more home runs than singles in a year? I think we might see that from Murakami this year.
I mean, he's there easy right now. I think does he have 1 single and 3 homers from last time I checked?
2 singles, 3 home
singles
runs right now at the time of recording.
He also has more walks than singles.
Yeah, he does also.
That'll be a fun one to track, actually. If you could do more than both of those, like this is you guys like 3 true outcomes when he's talking Murakami.
Yeah, but that could be a star in this league. If you hit 40 home runs, you have the chance to be a star.
Totally, and he hasn't been headful at first base, which I think he's been DHing mostly, actually, right?
Yeah, mostly DH.
But he's gotten to a few games. I feel like he hasn't been terrible. Yeah.
And guess what? I don't care either. I couldn't care less how he fields.
I want to see him not be like the worst. I want to see him be able to get on the field because when you're a DH, it just puts a lot more pressure on how valuable your bat can be. If you're not one of the best hitters in the league, it's hard to really get by for a long time. I want Munetaka Murakami to be in this league for a while. So I want him to play first base. Someone else give him a big contract next time.
That's fair. For him to get paid, he's got to play first base.
For sure.
Another guy that we're big fans of here. I mean, it's a video of us talking about rookies who think are going to be stars. Owen Caissie.
It's my boy. It's my boy.
It's the laziest take I'll ever have, but it's just they're just doing Kyle Stowers to him right now.
But it feels like they kind of are, and I think it's kind of working because, like, I don't like this. The best raw power that possibly is going to be in the league. It was really bad swing and miss. They didn't even really have to do the full Kyle Stowers because last year, like Owen Caissie did a bit of the Kyle Stowers himself. Like his whiff rate dropped like a rock. Friend of the channel, I've talked about this a little bit on my channel. Aaron Layton of Just Baseball had a good note that last year Caissie calmed down his hands a lot pre-swing. Like he was a little bit wacky up here, chilled him out a little bit, easier, smoother bat to ball. whiff rate dropped from like 40% to 22% in like 3 months.
Yeah, and so far this year, the whiff rate's down, the K rate's down, the walk rate is still sustainable enough. It's around like the 8 to 10% range right now in a very small sample. And what gets you excited, and you guys will notice, again, a lot of the good players do this thing, swings the bat so insanely hard, doesn't chase, and the quality of contact is fantastic.
Totally. And Caissie is a guy who he probably will wind up with, a strikeout rate that's near 30%. It's almost impossible. Because also, like, we want Owen Caissie taking those big hacks. Like, I don't really care in terms of a guy like Owen Caissie with his natural abilities, how accurate he is with the bat. I want him to take war hacks. And the fact that he can do that but still rein that whiff rate in just enough, if all of his play discipline metrics stay exactly where they are right now, I think Owen Caissie's going to contend for a 30 home run season and I get Rookie of the Year votes, truthfully, which was my bold prediction heading in.
That was one of my down ballot picks making bets earlier this year. I was like, I'm going to take Owen Caissie Rookie of the Year. He's going to play a lot. The thing that will help his bottom line numbers too this year, doesn't seem like he's going to play very many lefties. They're going to platoon him heavy.
Definitely. I also think that's fair until he proves he can hit them. But I will say, Marlins was it opening day. I get so confused because we didn't all have the same opening day this year. But Friday night, Owen Caissie got thrust into the lineup against lefty Kyle Freeland because Christopher Morel was scratched late.
That was opening day, yes.
Yes. 2-strike sweeper that Kyle Freeland caught too much of the plate with. Caissie laced it opposite field for a double, like 100 miles an hour off the bat. I was like, that's a good piece of hitting to stick your nose in there and a pitch. Not stick your nose in there, but basically stay with that sweeper, track it, know it's not going to go off the plate, and be able to take it the other way, let it travel a little bit. That's the kind of like small thing you see early that's very encouraging. And he had a walk-off home run 2 days later.
Yeah, he did against the Rockies. Marlins playing good baseball. Owen Caissie's big part of it. 8th player, Samuel Basallo. Now, some of these guys here towards the back end, we're probably going to have to convince you a little bit more based on early season numbers. And James Basallo is your guy, so I'm going to give you the floor and tell the people again why you love him so much.
I just think if you made a baseball player in a lab and said, give me the best batted ball quality and profile you could possibly give someone, you would spit out like what Samuel Basallo has done through at least the upper minors. Like Samuel Basallo is, like last year, even just in AAA, 116-mile-an-hour max exit velocity, 25 home runs in 76 games, 20% barrel rate, almost 60% hard hit rate. Like, it's gaudy. And I know that between last year's small sample and the first 6 days of baseball we've had so far, it hasn't looked like phenomenal. But like, he destroyed a home run off of Nathan Eovaldi yesterday. Fastball middle in, he sent that thing to the freaking moon. I think it was like 440 feet. If he actually gets on a roll, and I think he will, because even the swing decisions are not bad. His bat to ball is good. The Orioles have a lot of faith in him. They're playing him every single day. They're hitting him good spots to the lineup. He's gotten time at DH, catcher, and first. Like, it's eventually going to go ballistic for Samuel Basallo. And Mark, what's my favorite fact about Samuel Basallo?
That he has never faced a pitcher that is younger than him.
Yes. So we're waiting. I think it's a few months until the Orioles face the Braves. We could get Didier Fuentes against Samuel Basallo. So everyone has that circled on their calendar, but I'm so locked in on this guy and what he can do. People try to find like this year's Nick Kurtz. It could be Samuel Basallo.
I see the vision. I think I'm a little bit calmer on Basallo than you, but also he's 21 and he's doing these things right now. He's got plenty of time to figure it out, and he's doing the things that are very difficult, which is hit ball hard, swing bat fast, take good at-bats basically at the plate. So I see the vision. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but I do see it happening at some point for Samuel Basallo, which is why I was okay to put him in this video.
Yeah, I had to lobby for it, but I think it's deserved.
It's your guy. I got to let you get your guy in there.
I love this dude so much. He's so good.
Who's next? Oh, this is my guy.
This is your guy.
Kazuma Okamoto. Don't look at his strikeout rate. Don't look at it. It's 40%. We don't care about that right now. You know what I do like to see? Bat speed. Looking good for Kazuma Okamoto. Like to see the bat speed up. Love to see the barrel rate. He piped an opposite field home run the other day. That was like kind of like droppingly impressive. I think he hit it, over like 400 feet, 420 or something?
420 to right center.
To right center field, which is something that wasn't really a part of the Kazuma Okamoto scouting report. He felt like more of the get hits, put the ball in play guy, where Murakami was supposed to be doing the gaudy power stuff. Okamoto's already hit a ball 110. He's hitting the ball in the air plenty. He's even playing pretty good defense right now. So, like, I love what I see out of him. Again, it seems like the David Popkins school of hitting, swing bat hard, already have good contact skills, is translating. It is crazy, though, he is whiffing as much as he is, but that would also make sense. We've heard Vinny Pasquantino talk about it before. Sometimes when you chase bat speed, you do give up accuracy. And for a guy who hadn't done that really too much in his career previously, that will be his learning curve.
he has one of the longest swings in the league. So I do think that right now he might be doing a little bit more guest ball where you just don't see this quality of pitching in the MPB in terms of both velocity and breaking ball quality.
And consistency.
So I do think also I think Eric Longenhang had talked about it on Fangraphs and Okamoto's original scouting report is that the whole Okamoto's how he'd respond to especially breaking balls that were going away from him. Because he was a pulled fly ball king in the MPB. Even just with a handful of batted balls this season, he's pulled almost the highest rate of them in the entire league.
Yeah, he's 30.8%. The MLB average is 16.7.
But also, it's almost an 8-foot swing where the major league average is about 7.25. So I do think that there might wind up being some adjustments that come for Okamoto, but at the same time, like the production right now is stellar, and the defense is something that a lot of major league teams were actually concerned with. And he's been awesome at third base. Like, I know the arm isn't. I don't think the arm's very strong. I think that might be the one knock against him so far.
I think not enough throws yet to truly give him a number on Baseball Savant, but
the scouting reports didn't love that. But he definitely looks like he belongs. But it is going to be whether or not pitchers wind up finding a way to get to him again with that long swing, with the swing and miss he's shown so far. Even though he's showed no swing and miss and no strikeouts whatsoever in the MPB.
Last guy, James, Mo Ballesteros, having a bad start to the season.
Bad start, but exciting, like funky little player. He's a weird one because similar to we talked about with Sal Stewart, but to a much lesser degree, and to a little bit of degree Samuel Basallo, there isn't really a position. But like last year in his like 70 plate appearance sample with the Cubs down the stretch, he was awesome. Like he was getting like legit chances in the playoffs, and he had a 113 max exit velocity last year in that short sample. Good bat speed and short swing. Very small sample size slash line, like 300, 400, 500 nearly. He was the elite hitter at AAA at 21 years old, like which is even so much younger than the level. And Mobile does something cool where I think he has very, very specific, particular A, B, and sweet C swings. Like I think he's going up there with a very much trying to figure out what the pitchers are doing to him as mostly a catcher, understanding that, and then finding a way to kind of really manicure the way he's approaching every single pitch with the way that he thinks he can do the most value with it.
I mean, it's something that we've seen a lot of good hitters in baseball do that, where like you take advantage of when you're in the driver's seat, and it looks like Mo Ballesteros does that. And then when you need to protect, when you need to put the ball in play, you change it up. You try and play for contact there. And we're seeing that from Ballesteros again. Terrible start to the season, but it's 6 games. We're not going to look too heavy into the 6 games of a bad start of a guy who we
believe barely April.
Believe it's literally April 2nd. It's been what is that? Lil Uzi Vert meme? It was like, I don't know. It's been like 2 days or something. I have no idea. Like that's kind of how it feels. All the behind the scenes stuff looks good with Mo Ballesteros. The approach is good. The discipline's good. The process is good, which is why he finds himself on this video, despite I think having 3 hits so far this year.
And that's fine. So I think he's played 5 games.
I think Bryce Harper has 2. So like, wait, Bryce Harper sucked 2 now? Nah.
Josh Naylor just got his first.
What? Really? Damn, it's been that long. I didn't realize that.
Just got his first hit of the season. I think it was yesterday.
It's really good for our guys that we thought were not going to do well this year.
Yeah, right. I mean, besides one of them.
Yeah, besides one of them. Anything else? Any other guys you want to quickly mention here?
I think these are 10 really fun rookies. I mean, trying to think of guys who we haven't mentioned. Carter Jensen's technically a rookie, but he played a bunch last year. He was a weird add to this video as well because I think we've talked about him a lot, and also I think he's been even worse than Mobile so far.
I think he has like a 4 WRC plus or something like that.
Yeah, I think Bryce Eldridge will come up soon. I think he's exciting, but I'm too little trepidatious to put the star tag on him at this moment exactly. But this is a fun rookie class. I can't even believe watching these games every day, how good these rookies are, and I'm so excited to keep watching them.
Some absolute dogs. Let us know in the comment section down below if there's anybody that we missed. Subscribe to The Windup, almost at 20K. You can follow James on social media at
James Chiano.
Now I'm Draftnik Mark. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.